What made you decide you wanted to start a Turkish film festival here?
Yes.
Why?
So I lived in New Zealand for 18 years, and beforehand I lived in England, States, and France. And in New Zealand was the only country that I really felt at home and welcome. Because of Gallipoli, there's very strong ties between New Zealand and Turkey, and this ties is unbreakable. And people know of each other, however, they don't know really who they are and the culture, and so I felt there's a need to introduce these cultures to each other, and I choose the medium of art, film, to establish that mission. I think the film would be the easiest way to introduce people to each other, to different cultures.
I can think of some wonderful Turkish films I've seen over the years which have really impressed me.
Yes,
There's a very long
yes.
culture of making film in Turkey, isn't there?
Indeed.
And you've got some very fine directors and producers.
Yeah. There's many Cannes Film Festival award-winning directors, and also there's some unheard directors that is phenomenal work they produce. And Turkish cinema is progressing each year, and there's more and more movies being produced. And there's so much to work with. It's such a rich culture and so eventful place. So we never run out of ideas and topics.
So how did you decide what to program?
So I did my best selecting films that which would reflect Turkish cinema. There is a 1964 movie. It's a black and white movie. It won a Golden Bear Award in Golden Bear Award in Berlin Film Festival. It's by Metin Erksan, and it's about the possession of water. It's quite it's an M-rated movie. It's quite a shocking movie, but it gives really good insight of rural living in Turkey and agricultural society.
What's the title?
Dry Summer.
Dry summer. Well, that tells it all, doesn't it? We've had a very long dry summer here, but probably
Yes.
nothing as bad as what you're talking about. No.
Yeah, probably not.
It is a thing, isn't it? So the film you were making was to try and break down some of those barriers. Is that the idea?
Which film?
Break the one that you were just working on.
There's three we're working on. One is a surreal comedy. It's called Navy Blue Jacket, Navy Blue Velvet Jacket. The other one is called Javide. Javide is a girl born in Syria, and she becomes a live bomb. So there's three scenarios we're working, and the other one we're working on is called Johnny's and Mehmet's, and this is a movie about Gallipoli experience.
The films that are in the Turkish Film Festival here, there's
Yes.
one that's very clearly about Gallipoli, The End of the Road, filmed from 2013, set in April 1915.
Yes.
What's the story in that one?
So this movie I selected is, I believe, one of the best Gallipoli movies made. I really liked the Mel Gibson movie, Gallipoli.
Gallipoli starts from the Turkish
But
point of view.
because when you try to give the whole story of Gallipoli, it fails, in my opinion.
Because it's too big.
It's too big. It's undefinable. Even the medium of art is not sufficient to put it across what has happened. However, there's movies told through a person's experience, which is the most effective. This movie is like that. It's been told through a experience of a sniper, Turkish sniper, who goes to frontline with his brother, and he has a challenger, another sniper from the Allied side, and the story is being told through his experience. It's a very tidy film, and it's the props and costumes is very good.
So it was all filmed in the real location?
Yes, in Gallipoli.
Yeah.
And the director Serdar Akar is a very famous director, very successful director. Also the leading part is very well acted out. So I really recommend and want to see it. We have a premiere tomorrow at Natanga on Sound and Vision. I can't give too much out who's coming, but there's people from high places.
Which is an exhibition that's been on and is going to be staying on at Pukekohe National
Yeah.
Memorial Museum.
Great War exhibition. Peter Jackson's Great War exhibition. That
So
will
you
stay
put
on
the
for a month.
exhibition inside that environment?
Yes, it's in the foyer area and it's very accessible. And after the war, the Ottoman Emperor wanted to reward them. However, they didn't accept any payment. They refused to be paid. And what they did is they cut off the barrels of the Allied soldiers, the rifles, barrels of the rifles, and they made rings called jihadiya rings, and they gave them as a present. So we had a reproduction rings, about 500 of them, and they're all gone. And a New Zealand company being very generous, and they provided us with the commemoration chocolates. So we put them in little organza bags, and at the front of display we give them as present.
And you distributed them to whoever wanted them?
Well, whoever is
Yeah.
visiting the museum picked it and picked the one that fits, and but it's all gone now. It's been so popular.
I'm talking to
Yes.
two of the members of the Turkish community who are in New Zealand for the Turkish Film Festival. TuncerSakgun, who has been living here on and off for the last 18 years, and singer Seranad Bağcan,
Bağcan.
who gave a performance, I think, for Anzac Day in front of this exhibition you've
Yes,
been talking about.
that's right.
And you have a very beautiful soprano voice, Seranad.
Thank you very much.
And I've heard some of the music that you have recorded. I wanted to ask you about the style of singing. This is traditional Turkish style that you do?
Türk şarkıları söyledim. Türk türkülerini söyledim. Savaş türküleri söyledim.
This is the songs, Turkish songs I sing, war songs and love songs.
Benim için çok önemliydi. Çünkü bu savaşta dedelerimi kaybettim birer hafta arayla.
It was a very important occasion for me because I lost my ancestors, my grandfathers at the Gallipoli with the two weeks difference between their deaths.
Ve Türkiye'deki tüm anma törenlerinde Çanakkale'de şarkı söyledim.
And I always sing at the Gallipoli commemorations in Turkey.
So you go every year?
Yes. Ve benim için çok farklı bir deneyimdi burada söylemek. Çünkü sergiyi de gezdiğimde artık bizim gözümüzden değil, Yeni Zelanda'nın gözünden de savaşı gördüm.
It was a special experience for me because I sing for the Turkish nation every year. But this time I was singing in New Zealand, and after I seen the exhibition, now I have a different angle, different view on how New Zealanders sees Gallipoli.
It must have been quite an emotional moment for you to be there in that museum.
Kesinlikle.
Absolutely.
Bu şarkıları söylerken aslında her iki tarafın insanları için, atalarımız için ve kaybettiklerimiz için söyledim.
I sing the songs this time for both sides and for both our ancestors who died in Gallipoli, because there's no difference anymore between Johnny's and Mehmet's.
That's right. Everybody lost
Yes.
so much.
Yes. Bu savaşlarda her iki tarafta birbirinin düşmanıdır. Fakat Türkiye'deki algı, Anzakları biz hiç düşman olarak görmedik.
In wars, the sides always see the enemies. However, in Turkey, we never regarded Anzaks as the enemy.
That's interesting. Why do you think that is?
It's because we believe the Anzacs was sent, although some is volunteered, they were misled, we believe, by the whoever they followed, and some of soldiers didn't even know where they are, and they were very young, and they were not there for the right reasons, and they did know nothing about Turkey or Turks. First of all, it wasn't a Turkey back then, it was the Ottoman Empire. The Turkish Republic was established 7-8 years later in 1923. So we believe every occasion should be evaluated at the time of the event and taken into consideration what was the conditions, what was the dynamics. And obviously back then the New Zealand wasn't the same New Zealand. New Zealanders didn't have the same social dynamics now.
Well, we were part of the British Empire.
Well, yes. So, just as well as New Zealand, the Turks who fought in Gallipoli was fighting under another empire called
That's right.
Ottoman Empire. So it was a war of two empires, nothing to do with the modern day Turkey or modern day New Zealand.
Or the individual men,
Or the individual.
the Johnnies and the Mets.
Yes, absolutely right. So we arrived on 23rd, and we slept one day, and then we launched to display on 25th. We had a TV interview on Anzac Day morning, and then we had our gala night on Anzac Day evening. So we just been keep going since then, and we've been very tiring. But Seranad had performances, few performances at Great War Exhibition.
And is she going to do some more? Are you going to do some more performances here?
No, because the guitar player had to return to Turkey. We looked for local players actually, and we couldn't find anyone yet.
I can give you some names.
Maybe that would be great. But we will visit Atatürk Memorial for sure as a team, and that will be touching moment. For
Yes.
Sure.
So, which of the other films would you like to highlight before we finish talking, Tuncer? Is there some others that you want to talk about?
So there's the Gallipoli End of the Road,
Yeah.
and the Dry Summer. So there is a movie called Three Monkeys, and that's a movie by Nuri Bilge Ceylan. I selected this especially because his other films has been screened in New Zealand.
I thought I recognised his name.
Nuri Bilge Ceylan is a world famous director. He won a Cannes Film Festival three times. Üç kere mi kazandı? İki kere mi? 2 times he won Cannes Film Festival.
And what's Three Monkeys about?
The Three Monkeys is a family drama. It's a very strong drama. It's about taboos and what is said, what is not said, what is gone under the carpet, and how things slip through our lives without noticing. We're not alive. It's just a taboo, but it all catches up with you. So Nuri Bilge Ceylan told the story amazingly through this movie. Acting is spectacular. Also, his visual talent is amazing. I would recommend everyone to see that. So other movies, there's one called Pek Yakında. It's a comedy. It reflects 70s style of Turkish filmmaking, and it's a very funny story. It's about a pirate DVD dealer who have a problem, family problems, and to make up with his wife, he decides to make a movie, and his wife has the leading part. So it's about his struggle, how to complete the movie and put it out there and get a grip on his life, which very funny story.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you. Thank you very much. We
Thank you.
recommend everyone
Yeah.
go and see this exhibition because it really shows a different
Yes.
side of what we know of
Yes.
Gallipoli, doesn't it, about
Yes.
the Turkish side?
Well, it shows clearly. We may have different religion, different language, different color, but at the end of the day, we all human, and Gallipoli was all about human suffering, and it was a senseless, horrific war. All we can do from that is learn and come closer as human beings and look at future in a more enlightened way.
I hope so.
To eliminate.
Thank you very much. It's really lovely to meet you. Thank you very much, Seranad.
Thank you.
And Tuncer from the Turkish Film Festival.
Thank you very much.
How do you say thank you in Turkish?